But people are going extra mile to even do that, if that is what it will take for them to preserve themselves. It is left for you also to preserve yourself. Go and check. People that preach about one Nigeria, in their mouths, they are the ones that are writing on social media, talking. In their actions, what do they do? The Yorubans don't want one Nigeria. Remember, even Awolowo never wanted to be anywhere with the North. Awolowo was in the front line of telling Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, leave these people, let us go. Leave these people. But Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe continued to insist on waiting for the North that say they don't want to be part of it. And he ended up convincing them. Today, the Yoruba people, do they want one? They don't. In as much as they preach it, they talk about it, they are in the front line of stopping the freedom of the Biafran people. They are in the front line of castigating the Biafran. But in their actions, do they want one Nigeria? They don't. That is why you look at Lagos State today. You see what they're doing in Lagos State. Every history that has to do with the Igbo tribe in Lagos today is wiped away. In a country where they are telling you they want to be one. Up to the stage of tampering with a name like Mbadiwe. Somebody who was in the front line of building Lagos. A history that generations to come must learn and keep. They have the boldness to touch a name called Mbadiwe that built Lagos State. That gave a strong impact in Lagos. They removed that name and they renamed a road that was named after him. So many other things that has to do with Igbos that they got by merit. This is not by force or by claim. Things they got by merit because they merited it. Every single title an Igbo man earned in Yoruba land today, Lagos State. Every single title an Igbo person get, they earned it through hard work. It is not because they were in power. It is not because they were in power. It's not because they had money. It is not because they are popular. It is something that they earned through hard work. But today, in broad daylight, the same Yorubas, the same Lagos people today, they gave you the president who is sitting in power, telling you about unity. The same president who is telling you about unity is in the front line of taking out everything that represents the Igbos in the Lagos State. Every single thing that represents the tribe, Igbo in Lagos State, they want to wipe it completely. And they are not apologetic about it. They are doing it openly, in broad daylight. And yet, they will go to social media and tell you, oh, we want Nigeria, we better be one. Why are you talking about division? It is better we just be one. Let us just be one and speak in one voice. Let us just be one. But ask them, why are you wiping away the history that was made by the Igbo Biafrans in Lagos State? Why are you going after them? Why are you hindering them from taking their positions where they are supposed to take position? By merit, not by force. Every single thing they have got in Lagos State is by merit. Every single thing the Igbos got in Lagos is by merit. I want you to always remember that word, by merit. It wasn't by force. It wasn't that they had money, they got you because they were empowered. No. But today, you see what the president of the country is doing. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the drug baron, is in the front line on attack against the Igbo Biafrans. Yet, he will come and he say, oh, go and preach, let us foster unity of becoming. It is so sad that some of us Biafrans are so idiotic. We know how to follow sheepishly. We follow things sheepishly without making any tangible contribution. Sheepishly. And it is sad and heartbreaking. Very sad and heartbreaking. And I bet you, on this program today, I'm saying, Biafra freedom is now. No more excuses. Take responsibility. The only tribe that continues to promote this one Nigeria by their actions is Biafran, and that must stop. It must stop. It must stop. If you genuinely want freedom, it must stop. It is a must. It is a must. From day one, the North never wanted to be part of this. The Yorubas never wanted to be, and none of them is still ready to be part of it. That is why they don't invest in the Southeast. They don't invest in that area. They don't care. They don't even want to visit you. They don't even want to know what you are doing and how your area looks. They do not want. The Yorubas, the Northerners, they don't want you. They don't want to have it. That is why they are not bothered. They don't want to establish in your place. Both they are rich and they are poor. Both they are rich and they don't want to have anything to do with you. Those of them that find their way there are coming there. Just like we have seen, for security information, that is why they are coming. Some of you don't know. Those of them that come there to come and do shoe shining, they come and shine your shoe. They come and do one menial job order. These are hardcore informants. Sometimes you get to wonder, how is it that these Fulanis know our bush more than us? Have you ever wondered how they manage to know our bush more than us? How is it that they know ways to come and make a kidnap in Biafra land and they take off successfully without anybody noticing them? That is the only thing they come to do. Look at their big men who have money. They not have the richest man in Africa. How many business does Dangote have in Biafra land? How many? How many businesses does Dangote have in Biafra? Other Northerners that have there are many of them that are very wealthy. Many of them that are very wealthy. How many of them can you point and say that they have one room, one flat in Biafra land? At the same time, they have stopped you from having an international airport. They stop you from having a seaport. And at the same time, when you go to their area to use that seaport that you're supposed to use for your business, to go and use that airport for your business, in that their area, they will still give you conditions on how to survive, on what to do and what not to do. The only people today that are still holding the chain of this very one Nigeria over our head is the Biafran people, more especially the Igbo Biafrans. Can you please loosen up this chain and let every man go his separate ways? It is a very hard truth that might offend some people, but it's high time we say it the way it is. If you really, really want freedom, there are certain things we must no longer do again. We know that the political elites have their own agenda, and they are not supposed to be part of us. And there is one word that Mazi Simon Ekpa said when he was speaking on his video. There was one statement Mazi Simon Ekpa made that some of you are not paying attention to. Mazi Simon Ekpa said, whenever they are divided, we are united and we are succeeding. And whenever we are divided, they found unity and they begin to prosper. Have you ever paid attention to that? Of course, no. Whenever those of us who are genuinely seeking for Biafra are divided, you find out that the strategies of the politicians, those evil politicians, begin to work. They begin to gain ground. Even among our Biafra, they begin to, just like I said now, they are, as we speak, they are pushing a propaganda against us, you and I, that are in this very struggle. There's a new wave of propaganda to tarnish our unity, to tell the people that we are the kidnappers, that we are the organ harvester, that what we do is to cause havoc and cause him. They are pushing it in a way, in a massive way, that if nothing is done, I bet you a time is going to come. It might be difficult for you to convince anybody. This project is ongoing as we speak. This project is ongoing. They started it with telling people that we are the troublemakers. Remember, the governor of Anambra State went to the US, told them that we are the kidnappers. As if that's not enough, they involved the content creators. Content creators begin to come and tell us how they kidnapped them. And the people that kidnapped them were Biafrans. And they took money and they saw them with heavy arms. All these are organized propaganda. Today, they have arrived to another stage today. The stage I rise today is to begin to cover videos of places where Biafrans have deserted because of the attack of the military of Nigeria. The place Nigerian military have gone to burn houses of Biafra, destroy lives and property. They are going there to take video, and they will tell you the Liberation Army of Biafra caused havoc. They drive people. Look at what they are doing. They say they are fighting for Biafra. Look at what they are doing. Look at here. Everywhere is deserted. They never mention Nigeria. This is a new propaganda that's going on, and I bet you this propaganda is getting ground, and some of us is not paying attention. So many of us are busy. We are busy, very busy, pushing propaganda and attack against ourselves. We are sheepishly defending and supporting what we don't know. But the major problem is there, sitting right before you, and you don't care. Biafra freedom now. No more excuses. Take responsibility. You that is watching me. I don't want you to come and tell me about someone else. Take responsibility. Tell me about your own effort. What are we going to do? Where are we going to channel this energy? This is what we are supposed to do. I need answers. I need answers. I need answers. I need answers to very important questions that is before us. Very, very important questions, which I have mentioned here. I need answers. Who is ready to stand up and act as we speak? Who is ready to stand up and act? What role must each Biafran play as we speak today? In this situation, what role must each Biafran play? How do we turn responsibility into results? After we have taken responsibility, not blaming, not excusing, not condemning, after we take responsibility, each and every of us, both old, young, poor, rich, big, small, how do we turn responsibility into result? These are strong questions that are seeking for answer. And if you have those answers, we want to hear. Biafrans are listening. The world is listening. Our story is a very disturbing one. And the time has come for everybody, wherever you are, whoever you are, to begin to play your part, to begin to do what you have to do in the quest for Biafra. Biafra freedom now. No more excuses. Take responsibility. You're welcome, my beloved brother Greg. Thank you so much for joining. Go ahead and speak to us, my brother Greg. We want to hear you.
Yeah, Maz, good afternoon.
You're welcome, my brother.
Yes, thank you for your efforts. You are doing your own part, and the world can see it with all witness. It is God's doing. Biafra, now or never. We have crossed the Rubicon. It is Biafra or nothing. Anyị ekene Chineke onye kere n'igwe kere ụwa n'isi Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, onye o mere ya aka dị ndụ, onye na-aghọ mgbọ mmadụ, aghọ mgbọ mmụọ n'aka ndị Naịjirịa n'ụlọ nga. Anyị na-ekene Chukwu onye ka na-echekwa ya, onye kenyere ya ike, nye ya ndụ iji wee kwudosie ike na ihe o kwere na ya. Because nobody will worship him without his spirit. You have to have the spirit of God before you can be called a worshiper and a child of God. So anyị na-ekene Chineke n'isi Nnamdi Kanu, na-asị ya daalụ n'ihe niile ọ na-eme n'ahụ ya. Ya daalụ na ikwudosiri ike ịkanye ya ndụ. Ya daalụ Chukwu. Anyị na-ewerekwa ya bụ Nnamdi Kanu dị ka ọjị na-enye Chineke n'aka ya. Kachukwu na ndị mmụọ ozi agba Maazị Nnamdi Kanu okirikiri, because Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is like the time of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nọ na ọnụ agụ like Daniel. Nigeria is more than the time of Daniel in being in their prison. So Machukwu and who have kept him chair for how many years now? Kachukwu ha na-eche ya. Okekere n'ụwa na-eche Nnamdi Kanu, na-eche Simon Ekpa, na-enye ha ahụ isi ike, na-eme ka ndị iro ha hụ ha mgbe ọbụla ha na-ajụ ọkwa ndị ọkwa na ma prison ka ha tinyere ha. So Chineke jisiri ike n'ebe ha nọ, gbara anyị mbọ ya, mere anyị ya, were ọkụ ya gbaa Simon Ekpa okirikiri, were ọkụ ya gbaa Simon Ekpa okirikiri na Nnamdi Kanu na ndị niile nwụdoro ga jiji na-enweghị ihe ha mere na Biafra, ka Chineke na ndị mmụọ ozi ya chekwaba ha, chekwara anyị Dr. Ngozi Orebeze na ndị ọya na ha na-arụ ọrụ na ndị na-agbasa ozi niile a n'ụdị dị iche iche. Ka eluigwe gbaa ha ume, ka eluigwe nye ha amamihe, ka eluigwe nye ha nchekwa, ka eluigwe buwere ha agha nke zoro ezo ma nke a na-ahụ anya, ka eluigwe lụọrọ ha ọgụ n'ụzọ, lụọrọ ha ọgụ na mmiri, lụọrọ ha ọgụ n'ikuku, lụọrọ ha ọgụ n'ime ala, ka eluigwe lụọrọ onye ọrụ na-agba mbọ n'ụdị ọbụla izu hụ na ala Igbo dị mma na ala Biafra dị mma. So Chukwu, ihe niile abụ ihe anyị wetara, debe n'iru gị na-ayọ ọgụ ka emezuoro anyị ya n'aha Jizọs Kraịst onye nwe anyị nọ. Amen. Yes, Maazị, Biafra is now. Chineke meziere anyị ebere ka ụmụnne anyị ghọta that Biafra is now or never. If we try in any way to slide a little bit back again in anything concerning Biafra, we will regret it. Both those ones that are fighting against the Biafra struggle and those who are fighting genuinely. Because when you watch what our people have suffered as one Nigeria, even in every nook and corner of Nigeria, they are the one bringing development. If you go in any place, in any part of Nigeria, anywhere you see Igbo people, majority developed, those places were evil bush. They were from the one evil forest that those indigenous of those communities cannot even dare near that place or to develop or do anything there. But when Igbo people come, they will go there and show you, because the fear will not let them enter their evil forest. But Igbo man will go and destroy that evil forest, clear that evil forest, build and develop that evil forest. So one is this: they will start being surprised. Number one, how you people survived in that evil forest they sent you. How you people managed to develop that place and turn it into a place that somebody can live. These are how the so-called Biafrans have been developing every nook and corner of that evil contraction called Nigeria. I was talking with a friend. He was just making it a kind of joke. You know what he told me? He said, you people are not going anywhere because you people have not come to develop our own village. Before you people go, you people have to come to develop our own village. So he was making it as a kind of joke, but he was talking to me, and he didn't know that what he was telling me was very painful to my heart. That we will not go until we come to their evil village and develop it. So, what am I trying to say? Everybody is aware of what happened in Lagos. The lake, all the whole, this thing that nothing that will make a Yoruba man to enter there. Igbo people will go there and they will chase and pursue the whole of those water. They will spend billions and chase all this water and develop those places. At the end of the day, when Yoruba sees that they develop them, they will do what? They will go and destroy it and they take the land back. These are the system they are using. Because it surprised me that the so-called Lagos billionaires and those stupid Igbos in politics have not take Nigerian government or Lagos state government into court. Because all those buildings they were destroying in Lagos, they were government before those buildings were built. They were government. And when you go for C of O that satisfy buildings, they will never give you that C of O. So that any time they come, they will destroy it, you cannot do anything. Even if those ones that have C of O, they will tell you that C of O was fake. So, my brother, it is a pity. I don't know if I'm still coming out.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Go
ahead. I can hear you.
It is a pity that the so-called Igbo billionaires and the politicians are fools. Ozuna Mahambejiwe na etinyewe na akpati. Ma foze mbana donya na ala. Are the ones fighting against what we are doing. I watched this video from this man from us with all those their propagandas that you mentioned here. That now what their next move now is targeting the Biafra army, the Biafrans, the IPOB as the terrorists, as the kidnappers, as organ harvesters, and the destroyers of these things. These are the things they call the military to come and do. Now they want to turn it again that it's now the Biafra army that are doing it. How can Biafra army go and destroy whom they come to protect? We went and bring the Ebubago, carry the so-called what is his name? Asare de Kobo with Biafra, with the Nigerian military. And they are coming to burn people's villages and destroying people's properties and doing all sorts of harvesting and kidnapping. And we want to turn it now against the people who are fighting for their freedom. Because that is what the Igbo politicians are doing. And that is their new target now to what they want to present to the world. That this is what is happening. So after that fool, we are ranting and all the whole thing he was saying concerning the Biafra army. At the end of the day, I was waiting for him. He came and he made a statement that shows that he's working for Hope Uzodimma and the Nigerian government. When somebody said that he said that it's now for them to come out and start making those things, sending all these messages on the media. But one of his friends told him that they don't need to do that because if Biafra come, and he said he was asking which Biafra will come. So he was saying which Biafra will come, telling him that he is working against that Biafra coming. And that is his own target. So his own target is to fight against those people who are fighting for freedom. Not that because those people are committing any crime, but he's fighting against them because he doesn't want those Biafra. So they have put big amount of money for him to organize people to come and do those things. And that is what he's doing. But that thing that man tell him will happen before that Biafra come. He will be no more. Let him go and mark it. Because that Allah Biafra will swallow him. Yes. So what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is to support what you make as a headline. That people should come out and Biafra is now. And we have gone to the stage that there is nothing that will stop the defense of Biafra. It doesn't matter whether me become an instruction tomorrow. The Christ said, if people refuse to honor him or worship him, God will raise a stone from that community, and they will start worshiping God. And the same thing will happen to Biafra. So it doesn't matter whether our Biafra military or police or whomever are misbehaving. God will raise a stone. The stones, Ajijan and Ali, Ajijan and Allah Biafra, every corner of Biafra will rise and fight for the cause of Biafra. No man, no woman can stop it again. Talk less of that useless person. So, what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is to wake any Biafran that's still confused. Any Biafrans that are still hoping to go and take money to come and fight against the people who are fighting for freedom. I'm not supporting any Biafran that is using Biafra to commit crime. After all, I myself here, the Nigerian police in police uniform have robbed me. They did not go and arrest Tinubu or Buhari, who was in power, and say that I was robbed with police uniform. Even when I went to the police office to complain, they asked me, are you the first person that they have robbed? And they intimidated me that I'm calling police armed robbers. So they did not went and start arresting all the police officers in their offices and say, why must police rob me? The Soludo that caused that form a Bubago and the Dogachi, who are killing innocent people, who are laying every part of Igbo land. They have not gone and arrest the Soludo and say, why must you form a Bubago? And now they are doing evil. They are robbing people with gun. They have never gone and arrest the Soludo. So I don't see the reason why that if there is any bad egg in anything that Biafrans are doing, or people who use the Biafra's name to go and commit crime, they started shouting. When all those people they are forming every day are using their uniforms as Soludo army and Soludo police, going to buy people, going to rob people, going to harvest organs, going to kidnap, doing kidnappings, they have not gone to arrest Soludo or Tinubu in the office as the governor, or even as a commissioner of police, or even a DPO, and say, why must all these people use police uniform or use the Bible to do anything? No. But anytime they will start propaganda, the Biafra army, the Biafra IPOB this, IPOB does, Biafra this, Biafra that. Because our people who say that they are in a group fighting for freedom are the ones who is giving them that opportunity to do those things they are doing. So, but those things will soon stop because God will flush all of them away. So anyhow, any Biafran can contribute this time before it's too late for them, because when Biafra come, it will come. And that warning that that man gave to that fool who say he come from Osun, that if Biafra come, that he will run away. He will run away. And that is a prophecy to him, but he didn't understand it. Biafra will come and all of them will pack out. Nobody will chase them. They will run away themselves, because we are not ready to chase any person out, because law will take charge. But because they know that they cannot face the judgment that is truth, they are the one who will first run and leave Biafra. So my encouragement is for every Biafrans to do and contribute in anyhow, financially, morally, physically, otherwise in anyhow you know you can do it, to contribute for Biafra now. Wake up and stop sleeping. Thank you, Maz. Let me give chance to other of our brothers, sisters here. God bless you.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Greg. God bless you too. I appreciate you. It's a direct and wonderful message, and I believe every one of us is digesting it and referring it to ourselves and think of how to make amends, how you can be able to say confidently that Biafra freedom is now. No more excuses. Take responsibility. Each and every one of us. This is the time. My beloved brother Maxwell, go ahead and speak to us, bro Max.
Thank you so much, Mazitwix, and good morning to all of you. Maz, is it Maz Craig, right?
Yeah, Greg, yeah.
Oh, Maz Craig, good morning to you. And the other of my brothers in the studio, good morning to you too.
That's our sister.
May God bless all of you.
Yeah, welcome, my brother. God bless everybody.
Oh, sister, okay. Yes, I salute the courage that you people have gathered, irrespective of what these people are doing, the evil entity is doing in Nigeria. Do you know? I posted it on my timeline on Space. They are now fabricating another cyber law that is going to even incriminate anybody within that space that criticizes the government, even if what you are saying is true, for inciting the public against the government. You are going to be arrested and jailed in Nigeria. I've never seen this kind of thing before in a democratic, in a so-called democratic setting. Now you are bringing a kind of more than military system, to gag and put fear, to whip up this fear in people, so that the likes of VDM, the likes of Mazo, Kocha, myself, and every of them that are preaching against the evil administration, the evil Nigeria, will be jailed. That is what you get in a lawless country, a pariah nation, a failed nation, and a terrorist nation. When other countries are fashioning ways to improve on their freedom of movement, freedom of association, freedom, to air your views, freedom of expression, they are there, forming up some kind of system that is going to put them on the ground. And you want me to believe in such an entity? My spirit and the physical body has left that evil contraption, despite that I followed for many years in serving them. I served them for many years. I put my life on the line for 18 years for that evil contraption. And the only thing that I get is the treatment that they are meting out against my people, simply because they ask for freedom. Yes, freedom we ask, and freedom we are going to get, because we cannot have freedom in a graveyard, in a terrorist entity, an entity that does not encourage merit, an entity that does not encourage the people of Biafra, an entity that is more of intimidating the people that God placed in that particular region, that particular area from the time of the old. Bless them so much that they don't even supposed to suffer. You control everything on their land. You cannot allow them to prosper. And when they ask to leave, when they say they want to leave, you say, no, you cannot allow them to. What do you expect them to do? The reason why all of us have gathered here today is to make sure that our freedom is assured. I am supporting anything that is going to make the land of my mothers to be free. I am supporting anything that is going to make the people of my mothers to enjoy what God has given to them for free. One of my Nemoche in the UK sent me a video. She is also an active participant of the USB. She sent me a video this morning. She sent me the environment in Ebendi Eliza. She sent me the video. I look at it. I commented. I sent to her back. I said, Nemoche. You see how clean and how peaceful that place is? You see how clean, well arranged that place is? Even people that are sick, that cannot afford it, will go to the hospital free. Your children, when you give birth to them, once they are 3 years in Eliza's house or Eliza's home, they will force you to bring them to school. Even if you don't have to say they must go to school free. I think it is only in the university level, the final cycle, that you will be allowed to take student loan. And the thing that is making them be what they are, all the resources are sourced from Biafra land. Let me speak for our own Biafra land. The same thing they do to us in Ghana, taking our goods. Until our people now are trying to reconsider themselves and take over and control. Yet they are still there. That is what we are going through. The reason why our people must not fall for any cheap propaganda or smear campaign or division. Know where you stand. Know what you believe. And know what you want to get. If your soul and your spirit is in this cause, you don't need anybody to stop you. You don't need anything to discourage you to do what you're supposed to do in order to make sure that you get secure your freedom first. Without freedom, you are nobody. Without freedom, we are nobody. And these people know the reason why they are doing this thing. They want to make sure they put us aside, subjugate us, and pin us on the ground in such a manner that we cannot even see the light of the day. And Indibo said, no, we are not brought up in that manner. Chukwu Okike Abiama that created Indibo and put them at that particular area did not create them in that manner. And that is the reason why we are fighting, because we are not used. Our body, the body chemistry, our DNA is not designed to suit such system. And that is the reason why, all of us are fighting. Because when you are in a place where you are, there's something you are allergic. Something you don't like will cause some sort of allergy on you. And that is what that system and that entity called Nigeria has been doing, has become to the people of Biafra. Onye na like insinsin, and that is what is happening to us, and that is the reason why you see some of us, children, adults, old, are fighting for their own freedom. Only the gullibles don't understand the reason why they should leave the agitation within themselves to chart a way that is going to be beneficial to every one of us. Rather, they chose the destructive manner or the destructive path. We are here to fight for the existence and the restoration of the sovereignty of the Biafran people and their dignity, and nothing more, nothing less. Anybody that refuses, that is your own problem. It is not my problem. Me, as the Okene of Biafra, will stand with the people of the United States of Biafra to making sure that we get what we want. Thank you so much. I will yield my mic here until it gets to my turn again.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Max. I appreciate you for that wonderful message. It was just direct, and we appreciate you, and we hope that Biafrans are listening, and everybody is putting this question to each and every one of us. We are asking ourselves the necessary questions and giving answers to those necessary questions. So every one of us that is here, I want us to continue to pay attention. Let us continue to do what we have to do, because in this very journey, we all have to be responsible for whatever happens, how it happens, when it happens, and where it happens. We have to be responsible about it. No more excuses. We must take responsibility, and the time is now. Biafra freedom is now. We must rise up, Biafrans. Our destiny is in our hands. Nobody's going to do it for us except we do it. It's either we take action now or never. These are important things we have to look at. Don't wait for anybody to do this job. We are the one that will do it for ourselves. Biafra self-determination demands responsibility. We must show that sense of responsibility. It is not enough to just come out and say, oh, hey, Biafra. I love Mazen Nandekano. I love Mazen Samonepa. Oh, Biafra has been declared. That is not enough. That is not enough. We have to go extra miles to take responsibility. Take responsibility in your own way. Look away from blames. Look away from blaming every other person except yourself. We must begin to take responsibility, and the time is now. The Biafra self-determination that we have finally succeeded in getting, the Biafra that has been declared, that we are all clamoring for, and we are all praising, and we are all working in, demands responsibility. Every one of us as Biafrans have a role to play. We have a role to play. In this struggle for freedom, we have a role to play. Both the rich, the poor, the small, the big, the old, the young, male, female, every one of us have a role to play. It is time for us to turn our talk into action. This is 9 months and still counting. It is time to turn our word into action, not just talking.